Hello everyone, welcome to this video in Chapter 7, Qualitative Research Methods for Librarians, presented by Gino D. Mait, from Bliss 3, a student. What is qualitative research methods? Qualitative research methods have become accepted enough to engender political, ideological, and even economic backlash. Underlying principles of naturalistic work. In virtually every area of LIS research, from system design to user education, evaluation, the series of factors that finally lead a user to an interaction with some part of an information system is increasingly complex. Naturalism as a research paradigm. When defined as a research paradigm rather than as a research method, naturalism is an approach that posits reality as holistic, based in the perceptions of individuals and communities, and continually changing. Naturalism in LIS research. The naturalistic paradigm only recently has been accepted in the applied, or professional schools. The professional schools of social work and information studies have always lagged behind the accepting new theoretical and methodological trends. Role of mixed or multi-method research. A mixed methods or multi-methods approach in some cases provides the necessary array of data. The mixed methods approach posits as a false dichotomy the absolute, forced choice of either a qualitative or quantitative methods. Ethical concerns. As in any research involving human beings, another or ethical concerns demand careful attention. Naturalistic settings compound the usual issues of participant confidentiality and harmless involvement. Data gathering techniques. The act of gathering data for a qualitative study, an evolving process. In ongoing analysis, it involves more than obtaining discrete units of information. Sampling. No single formula provides the correct sample size for a qualitative study. The depth, complexity, and richness of the data are critical, but identifying a representative sample is not even consideration since the purpose of their search is to understand, not to generalize. Observation. Observation is a broad category of data gathering in which the naturalistic researcher chooses a point of balance between observing and participating. Interviews. In all their variety, interviews are a valuable qualitative method for researchers who make effective choices along the continuum between structured and unstructured interviews. Documents, questionnaires, diaries, journals, papers, and more. Data analysis tools and methods. Two principles of qualitative data analysis recur in virtually all description software. First, analysis is an ongoing process that feeds back into the research design right. Second, whatever theory model or working hypothesis eventually develops must grow naturally from the data analysis rather than standing to the side as an a priori statement that the data will affirm or refute. Discourse analysis. Discourse analysis can be linguistically or culturally based. The purpose of linguistic-based discourse analysis is to gauge the efficacy of linguistic exchanges aimed at accomplishing particular objectives. Content analysis basics. Content analysis is based on the premise that the many words from interviews, observations, and documents can be reduced to or organized into categories in which words or word units share the same central meaning or connotation. Content analysis is applied in qualitative, quantitative, and mixed method studies. The constant comparative method of content analysis. The constant comparative method, codified by Glaser and Strauss, is generally recognized as one of the most effective means of qualitative content analysis. It involves joint coding and analysis during the continual review of data to gradually form categories. Coding data. Advantages of coding are that it 1. Both follows upon and leads to generative questions. Both follows upon and leads to generative questions. 2. Fractures the data, thus freeing the researcher from description and forcing interpretation to higher levels of abstraction. 3. Is the pivotal operation for moving toward the discovery of a core category or categories. And 4. Moves toward ultimate integration of the entire analysis. And 5. Yields the desired conceptual density, i.e. relationships among the codes and the development of each. Coding techniques. Initially, during open coding, the researcher should look for terms used by the participants, using those terms as major coding terms. Moving from codes to theory. The process of moving from coding to theory or pattern generation is ongoing, but when saturation has been reached, it is necessary to leave the field and begin the final analysis. Ensuring coding integrity. During coding, 3 techniques help ensure the integrity of the work. First, the acceptable reliability must be established prior to test coding and much regularly before final coding. Second, face validity, i.e., the correspondence between investigators' definitions of concepts and their definitions of the categories that measured them is necessary but far from sufficient. Developing grounded theory. Grounded theory work values the process of continuously developing, refining, and enhancing theory. In recognition of the contributions that other studies, perspectives, and minds can make to the original effort. Thank you for watching.